Okay, now I'm going to show you the next 20 questions, questions 21 to 40. Okay, exactly as before. I tell you, in some cases I read the questions and then I will give you the time as well. All right? So question 21, to 200 grams of hydrated calcium sulfate when strongly heated. The anhydrous compound was cooled and weighed, and mass is recorded to be 140, calculate the value of X. So, sorry, you got about 7 minutes for this. Question 22, draw the shapes and bond angles for propanone and propanoic acid. Question 23, show the reaction mechanism and products or reaction of propene with HBr. And which product is major and why? Sorry, you have 4 minutes for that. Draw and name 5 structural isomers for 1-chlorohexane, and part 2, draw skeletal stereoisomers for non-3-ene and 1,2-diiodo-pent-2-ene. Six minutes. Question 25. Discuss in detail how the shapes of boron trichloride, A boron trichloride and B silicon tetrachloride can be deduced. Four minutes. 4 to 5 minutes for this, yeah. So, question 26, reminding PV equals nRT. If the temperature is 0 degrees C, pressure is 1 atmospheric, volume is 5.15 decimeter cube. At what temperature in degrees Celsius, volume would be 7 decimeter cube? So, 4 minutes, 3 minutes for this. Question 27, calculate the pressure at which 14 grams of hydrogen at 200 degrees Celsius occupies a volume of 12 decimeter cube. Three minutes for this. Question 28, in the following reactions, name the catalysts that are usually used. Because remember, the catalysts that we use in chemical reactions are not necessarily the best, but the ideal and the viable catalysts. So, for example, the reaction between hydrogen and nitrogen producing ammonia, sulfur dioxide with oxygen to produce sulfur trioxide, propene reacting with hydrogen to produce propane, propan-2-O turning to propene, and nitrogen monoxide and carbon monoxide turning to nitrogen and carbon dioxide. Some of which you may know, the others may be research. You definitely need to know them for the second thing. Maybe I'll pause a little there. And maybe pause a little there as well, extra information. Now, there are quite a number of gases and ions. So, for example, for carbon dioxide, test for presence of. If these are the species, what test do you perform and what would you observe? Test, observe. And as you can see, there are 3 and 3, 6 and 2, 8 and 4, 12. So give yourself maybe around about 10 minutes, 9, 10 minutes. Again, I will go through I will provide the answers later, or maybe you can check the answers in books later for yourself. Question 30, 18 cubic centimeter, 0.2 molar ethanoic acid neutralizes 25 milliliter of barium hydroxide solution. Calculate the concentration of barium hydroxide. My students should know my 1 to 4 approach. 1, balanced equation. 2, calculate the concentration of acid. 3, calculate the number of moles of the alkali. And 4, you can calculate concentration of the alkali. And more or less everything is based on the ratio of acid and alkali. So you have to do the balanced equation as number 1 to find the ratio. Now, this one, question 31, is a very good question. Write a balanced equation for each type of chemical reaction as below. It's an open-ended question. You can choose your own equations or reactions. The A is displacement, B is neutralization, C is combustion, D disproportionation, E addition, F elimination, G oxidation, H redox, I substitution, nucleophilic, J free radical substitution, K is electrophilic substitution, that's A2. L is dehydration, M is hydrogenation, N is polymerization, of which there are 2 different types. Yeah? So apart from K, the rest of them are all AS, you should know. And since there are quite a number of them, you've got about 15 minutes doing this. Question 32, show reaction mechanism for E and I. E and I as in E and I here. Alright? So, question 33. Well, I've suggested that if you can answer this question is the AS level. You are given methane, CH4, show how you could produce ethanol. Not methanol, but ethanol. So that was quite a challenging one, that one. You are given ethane, show how polyethylene can be made from it. Again, it's an AS. 4 minutes. Question 35. 20 grams of ethane is used to produce 1.2 grams of ethyl ethanoate. Calculate percentage yield. Question 36. On an exothermic reaction energy diagram profile, show the magnitude of delta H, that's enthalpy of chemical reaction, and B, the effect of using a catalyst. You have to draw something, label, etc., etc. So for 5 minutes. Question 37, 4.1 gram of hexane-2-ol is reacted with HBr. 5.2 grams of organic product is obtained. I'm not telling you what. Calculate percentage yield, calculate percentage atom economy, and C, show the reaction mechanism for the reaction. So this is going to probably provide you with at least maybe 3 marks there, 2 marks there, maybe 4 marks there, about 6, between 5 to 7 marks. You've got 7 minutes. Question 38, 3.2 grams of butan-1-ol is completely burnt in air. Calculate the enthalpy of the reaction. Now you have to use average month enthalpy values in the textbook or whatever reference books that you, okay, can find. Forget about this. Let's go straight to question 39. Calculate the temperature of 24 grams of nitrogen gas under 3.4 atmospheric pressure, occupying 12,000 cubic centimeters of volume. Again, use of the equation PV equals nRT, but then I remind you that you have to use the correct units. And last but not least, draw the mass spec of 2 structural isomers of C4H10. So for this you have 7 minutes. And then that's it for the time being. Listen, I have written almost 800 questions and answers, and these are the first 40. Let's see how you get on, and then provide feedback and see if it is okay. And then apart from going through topics from now on, every now and then, I'll do questions and answers, video clips for you as well. Okay? I hope it's useful. Thank you. Bye-bye.